So he's doing a limited edition NFT, which is tied to his NBA accomplishments. And the way he's doing it is it's actually coming out after... it's coming out before he does the Rookie of the Year thing. The NBA gives the award saying Rookie of the Year.
Before he's even got it.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
That's a flex.
Yeah, he's got it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't follow NBA enough to know if there have been any other rookies that have stood out, but he's definitely got the most attention.
He's beast.
He's the only one I've heard of.
Well, he's also, I think, got the attention because of his dad and LeVar.
LeVar's
the dad. And then
Lonzo's the other brother
yeah.
in the NFL.
So,
Not NFL, NBA, sorry.
But he's doing 500 dynamic and 1,500 standard, I believe was the numbers. Is that right?
Yep.
9,500 standard. So, but you can redeem the dynamic NFTs for memorabilia, such as game-worn shoes, and then it can no longer be reused or reissued. I love stinky shoes.
Okay.
No, my shoes are stinky. No, but that's a weird thing that people are obsessed with, like game-worn stuff. It's a huge...
Well, people have, like, museums of memorabilia. Yeah. Like, some people get addicted to it.
They see it as it's a moment in history. I have a living moment in history of when this person did this. I can... the shoe starts the story of...
They're fanatical.
This is when... Yeah.
So would you wear... Or not wear... Have a game-worn shoe?
Game-worn shoe, weird. Game-worn jersey, I can see.
Wait, what's wrong with the shoe?
I don't know. The shoe just doesn't... There's no association to the team, to me, with the shoe.
No, but you know what there is in the...
To me.
But what if it's a Jordan shoe? Like, then there's an...
In the sneaker world, like, it's a big deal, dude. Like, if you had, for example, like a 500 shoe collection, and one of those 500 was, like, a game-worn shoe by some legend... That's pretty cool. I can get around that. I understand where it's at.
I understand it, but I wouldn't go a shoe. I'd want a jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
I like the jersey. I want to see, that you can see that's from that year because it's slightly different to all the other ones. It's got the signatures of everyone on it. Like, I've got I think it was a Champions League winners jersey.
Do the signatures mean much now? Like, and not this year's.
Not this year's, when they won it last time. It's a replica one, but... That's cool to have. That's the kind of memorabilia I like. Jersey, signed of all the players who started in that game.
Do people give a fuck about signatures anymore? Because obviously we just moved house, we were hanging up over there just a lot of Dad's memorabilia, which is a lot of signed stuff.
I think it's pretty cool.
And he's got an autograph book that he collected when he was a kid of all the people that he would get autographs. But... does anyone ask for an autograph or is it a picture?
I think it's lost its value because you can just buy something that's got the signature. You don't have to just go up and you have to have got the signature yourself from the person. That's where the value would have used to be. But I think there's such a flooded market with signatures and stuff now. It probably doesn't mean as much. I'd say it definitely doesn't mean as much.
NFTs are changing.
Yeah. It's all molding into online versions.
You own the person. Well, imagine No, I think that's what it's becoming, though. Like, you're starting to have ownership in people's actions. Like, money is determining people's actions.
You're betting on for Melo Ball, you're betting on his accomplishments. Like, how good is he going to be?
Yeah, you're betting on the fact that he's Rookie of the Year.
Is he releasing new ones every time he gets an award, or he's releasing these ones that'll fluctuate in value if he continues to get awards?
He's releasing these ones now. And that's the whole point behind the dynamic NFTs, is that if you were to burn the NFT...
Which is redeeming it.
You burn it, you redeem it, whatever you want to call it, use it, throw it in the bin, whatever. You then get the memorabilia, but then the other 499 become a lot more valuable. So that's the mentality behind it. Release them now and let them sit for however long. I mean, who knows? It could be one of these NFTs 10 years from now and it's worth $1 squillion because it's the only dynamic one left.
I'd love to know what they're selling for. I don't think he's announced a price that they're going for.
I would imagine a lot. The dynamic ones especially, I imagine.
Because it would probably be at least the price of a game-worn shoe or something of the like now.
Yes, it couldn't be less than that, but you also couldn't price it too high. Like, you couldn't put it at the price of, say, like a Jordan-worn game jersey or something like that, because then you're betting too much on him being that good.
Yeah. But the thing is as well, you want it... It's like an auction. You want it to start low because it's your fans who have the perceived value behind it, and they're the ones that make it skyrocket. I mean, if he was to, for example, sell the dynamic NFTs at a beginning price of $1,000. Like, that's lower than the shoes, of course, but we'll just start there. Well, 5 years from then, what happens when it's like 20 grand?
It's like, value? What is it worth to you?
Yeah, exactly.
How much do you value my pair of shoes?
Yeah, and if you're a fanatical supporter, would you not?
So really you buy my shoes?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
How much for?
Dude, I wouldn't even do a shoey.
Game worn.
I would take them if you paid me to take them, and then I just throw them out.
How much would I need to pay to take them for?
$1. You give me, I'll take anything just to chuck them out.
That's that's probably only like $10,001 price difference from the Melos. It's not that far off.
You're almost as valuable.
I'm almost there.
Your memorabilia is crazy. It's definitely on the up.
Huge.
Popping off.
But like you were asking about Beeple just before.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true about all NFTs, but on the sale of his $69 million, which is American dollars, NFT, there's a 10% recurring fee that gets included with every sale. So each time that NFT, and the person who I was listening to say, which was Colin and Samir, they were saying each time any of his NFTs get sold, he gets 10% of the sale price. A commission goes back to him. So he sold NFTs for $300K. If it sells again for $300K, he gets another $30K.
Oh, so Jeez. I think I'm with you now. So it's a snowball effect as it goes through the community. He's collecting free money.
They get sold, and he gets 100% of the selling price when the ownership shifts from him to the new buyer.
Yeah, sure.
And then every time it gets sold from then on, Beeple, the original owner, is getting a 10% cutback.
So
cool. Who's Beeple? He's
the first dude. I'll pull up his Instagram.
Is he like an artist or something? He was a what type of artist?
Digital artist, some sort of designer. But he I think maybe he did the one that sold for $69,000.
69 million, was it?
69 million was his first 5,000 design. So every day, I'm just gonna pull it up now on Instagram.
Every day every day change to one of his other ones.
Yeah. So every day he posted a new NFT that it was sort of like a news thing because you could see over time because like what's 5,000 days in years?
That is what is that? 15-ish. I'm going to go with 15-ish years.
Yeah. So this is his things here. So he posted one of these every day. So his first 5,000 got mashed up into like a big thing with like a lot of small pixels, and if you zoom in, like you'd get one of them. So that's what sold for 69 million. But these were selling for around 300K each.
Jesus,
300K each. That's nuts.
So he's like the godfather, the very first person who did that.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is the perceived value. I mean, if you were to own, for example, the first ever NFT artwork that he released, being the first ever NFT artwork that's been released.
That's the dude here. He's a bit of a nerd. You can tell he's smart or techie.
Digital artist. Wow.
But what's that artwork going to be worth 50 years from now? I mean, it's currently worth 300,000. Like, some of these are worth 300,000. The first ever NFT artwork that he's produced. What's that worth?
What if it's worth nothing?
But
I think people are betting on him becoming the Picasso. I think
really?
I think that's.
I guess it's just another version of art, like a different canvas to have art